And I'll tell you, Jameer Nelson, one of the greats in A-10 history, right? We begin with the game over on CBS. A top-5 showdown between 4th-ranked Baylor, number 3 Kansas. The Jayhawks riding a 28-game home winning streak. Baylor set, having never won at Kansas, and they had never beaten a top-5 team on the road.
Kansas came out for a nice start, got the crowd behind them. But look at what Baylor does. They start off down 5. They go on a tear at the end of the first half. You're going to see Davion Mitchell with the steal, throws it to Maceo Teague for the and one. Then Mitchell again with the bucket on the break. How about a 22-4 run over the final 6 minutes, 46 seconds of the half? 22-4, Brent Stover. Unbelievable. Kansas trying to come back. Marcus Garrett on the drive. Kansas point guard Devon Dodson suffered a hip pointer late in the first half. He did come back in the second half to play. Wasn't himself. But Jared Butler, 22 points. And Baylor goes into Allen Fieldhouse and snaps that 28-game home winning streak.
67-55. Big game on CBS, and Bill Raftery afterwards with Scott Drew.
You know, the key to being a great team is everyone accepting and buying in and playing to their strengths and their roles. And that's not today's society. It's more about myself. And when you have a team that does that, you can be special.
You can go home and you got a little sense of history here with a win.
Well, it's been a while. We knew there was going to be a Baylor team to get a win here. I mean, the fans are great, the atmosphere is great, and Coach Self does a remarkable job. But at the end of the day, we knew we were going to win up here at some point, and glad it was today.
Pretty impressive what they were able to do in Fog Allen.
Very impressive. Well, they got the best guard tandem in the country. When you look at Jared Butler and Maceo Teague, those two guys completely dominated the Kansas guards. They did it with their size, their strength, their defense. Then offensively, they took over the game. And what I loved about them, they weren't happy when they got up 10. They wanted to get up 15 or get up 20, and they did in the second half. They continued to just beat down this Kansas team on the road. Just an impressive performance by these two guys. These guys are great playmakers. They're great defenders. They can completely shut down an opposing team's attack. They completely shut down Udoka Azubuike with their pressure. They forced 14 turnovers. They got to wherever they wanted on the basketball floor. This team is absolutely for real. They are Final Four national championship contenders for real. They proved it because not too many teams go into Fog Allen and make Kansas look like they look today.
Kind of like Delonte West and Jameer Nelson once, right? At times.
Right.
Backcourt
old school backcourt right there. But no, it's great to see, you know, two guys working together and sharing the ball and playing the right way, and, you know, the team buying into their role.
Yeah, no, you can't say enough about what Scott Drew's done at Baylor over the years, the circumstances that he took the job, and then what he's done this season. He had to completely retool his roster. And I remind you that their best inside scorer, Tristan Clark, still working his way back into the lineup. He injured his ACL 1 year ago and was lost for the season last year. At the time he went out, he was leading the nation in field goal percentage. So once he gets stronger and even more of a contributor in the rotation, Baylor actually has a lot of room to get better.
All right, so that's